That's right. So just a reminder that this week's topic, we talked about implementing the classes, or let's say object-oriented programming, or called object-oriented programming, and we said every object in the world, what does it have? What do we have in objects? Yes, we have attributes, and behaviors. Okay, and behaviors. So any object in the world, it has an attribute, or set of attributes and behaviors. Now the attributes, we always said that we cannot change the attribute, which is why we always declare them as private. Okay, because we cannot change them. This is how the object is. However, the behavior, we can change them. Now, what's the other name for the attributes in Java? What's the other name for the attributes in Java? It does instant variables. Instant variables. And we said the behaviors, we define it as public because we should be able to access the behaviors, and we can change them as well. So we say they are public, and they are actually what they are in Java. What are they? Methods. They are methods. Now we said we have two types of methods. Mohammed already answered. He said we have set method, which is always what? A set method. Always what? How do we define yes void? It's always void. Okay? Because in the set method we set values only. Right? However, on the other side, we'll have a get method. Now, get methods, we get a return of the values, and so we use the keyword return. Okay? Right. And we started talking about an example of a bank account, and we said a bank account. We had this example. We said, okay, we'll have a bank account as an object. So bank account as an object, and we said, okay, we have the balance as the instance variable, the attribute, and then we have a method for deposit money. Another method we had it for withdraw money. And the final method to give us the new balance. Right. So let us start. Has anyone got any question regarding what we said last week? Or this week, sorry, this week. I mean last lecture. Has anyone got any questions so far? Okay. So let us shift from this window to sharing our desktop. So I'll just share my desktop. Okay, sharing desktop. I don't need this. So we'll go to our BlueJ, right? And we'll start a new project. Right, we'll call it week. Just share my desktop. Okay. Desktop, I don't need this, so we'll go to our BlueJ, right? And we'll start a new project. Right, we'll call it week 4, right? And then we'll open our new class. We're all familiar with this. We will call this as, we'll call it bank account. Bank account. Right, there we go. We have our window here. Let me just share this with you so you have this as a bigger picture. We'll start sharing again. Okay, can you see now my windows? This is here, right? And we have this, right? Okay, so let's start now. What we will do, as you saw last time, we worked with this code, but obviously we needed a main method. So we'll start this again, and then we'll complete the program. So I mean, I wish if you're coding as well with me, so you get better understanding. Right. So we'll start by opening our class, which is the object called bank account. Okay, here we open and close our class. Then we will define our attribute, which is the instance variable, and we'll say private, because we're going to be dealing with balance. We'll give it the type double, because it's money, and we'll say balance. Okay, now we defined our attribute. Now we also said we will have a constructor, so say public bank account. Okay, it's a method, but we know it's a constructor because it has the same name as the class name. So I'll just put a comment here so you know. I'll say, okay then, this is a constructor. We'll say this is an instant variable. Okay, see, these are comments, so they will not be counted when the program compiles. Okay, so we'll set our initial value for the balance, and we'll give it a value of 0. You don't have to start at 0, by the way. When you start your initial value, it doesn't have to be 0. You can have anything. But it makes sense if we just like start our balance at 0, just like when you open a new account, you will have a 0 balance until you start putting money in. Okay, and also we said we will have another constructor, and as I said, you can have as many constructors as you need, but this time we will have to add a parameter so it doesn't be exactly, because if I leave it at like this, I will have an error, because Java will get confused between this one and this one. So I have to have overloading between the two. So I will add a parameter here. I'll call it double initial, call it balance, initial balance. Okay. Now we'll have an assignment of. Oh, by the way, speaking of the assignment, did you get my assignment? Speaking of, before I continue this, did you get the assignment? Have you seen the assignment? Yeah? Have you seen the assignment? Yes, excellent. Okay, so this is a little thing for you to work over the next coming days, and then the holiday if you want to as well. Very simple, and inshallah you should be fine. Okay? Why we use same variable? Because we have no other variable. Okay, do I have another variable? I have no other variable. So what I will do, I'm going to create an assignment to say, okay then, this variable transfer the values to this variable here, right, which is initial balance. It's an assignment, right? Okay, we'll see how this works in a bit. Now we've done our constructors. We have two constructors, that's enough. We'll start working on the set method. Okay. Now we need a method to deposit money into the account. So we'll say public, and your method define them as public, so they can be accessed by other classes. Sorry, say public void deposit, and we'll give it a parameter that is just called amount. Okay, we'll call it amount, right? We'll open and close our method, and now what do we do here? We set values. So we'll have a little equation that works out the balance. We say balance equals balance plus amount. Oops. Balance plus amount. Okay, so that's our set method. Now we'll have another method that will set an equation to withdraw money from the account. So we'll go like this: public, again void, and we'll call it withdraw. Okay, we'll call it withdraw, and we'll give it the parameter amount. And note something, that this amount is different from this amount. Why? Why are these amounts different? Because they are local variables. Okay, they can only be seen inside the methods. Okay, right. Anas, I think you have a problem maybe. Because can you hear me the rest? Can you hear me the rest? Okay, you can hear me, excellent. Anas, maybe a problem. All right, Anas, you may have a problem. Okay, so I can read it. Right. So let's continue with this. So we'll open and close the method as we always do, and we'll work on the equation that will work out the withdrawal for us. So we'll say balance minus amount. Oops. Right? So now we have set our two set methods or void methods, right? And now we want to have a way to have a get method or just get the new balance. So we'll just say public. We'll call it double get balance, so because we want to have the balance in double again, so we'll have get balance. Okay, now we will just go return. See, now return change to another color because it's a keyword, right? It has to be written exactly the way I'm writing it now. So we go balance, right? Return balance. So let's try to compile and see what happens. Okay, excellent. We have no syntax error, but as we said last time, if we try to run the program, nothing will happen because we do not have the main method. We don't have the main method to work on the program. Now, what I want from you now, I'm going to stop for, let's say, 15 minutes. What I want you to do, now, by the way, this code is written, in the slides, but I don't want you to look at your slides for now, just now. What I want you to do, try without looking at your slides, I'm going to open a discussion board, a forum on the discussion board. I would like you to go on the discussion board and you write a main class or a main method that will give values here. By the way, I'll tell you what, you can use, I'll tell you what, why don't you program it? You have programming, okay, this is a better idea. I'll tell you what you do, what I want you to do, I'll give you 20 minutes. I'll give you 20 minutes, right? What I want you to do, write this code, type it yourself. Don't copy and paste, type it yourself, in your program, right? And I want you to open another class like we did last week, if you remember, and work on the main method. By the way, don't try not to look at the slides because there's not assessment. It's a practice. I want you to practice. Okay, so without looking at your slide, I want you to practice this. So I'm going to open a forum on the discussion board. So you open your programs, work on this. So type this again, right? And open another class that is the main class. It has the main method, and put the values like we did last week when we called class from another class. I'll give you 20 minutes. Right? I want you to have answers and results, and post your results, post your code and results on the discussion board for everyone to see. Okay, agreed? Agreed? Now, if I want to be, I may be very nasty, and I will say that the person who does not contribute will be marked as absent. Okay, so I want contribution from every single one in this room. If you do not contribute, you're an absent, right? So I will take today, I will take the register upon your contributions, even if it's wrong. Here we have no assessment. Here I'm not going to mark for. I'm not going to look for right or wrong. I want contributions. I want to see that you're actually working. Okay? I want you to understand. So I want you to work as to work from by yourself, right? So there's no how can we make it? What do you mean how can we make it? You lost this out. What I want you to do again, I'm going to give you 20 minutes. I want you to open your compilers, type this again in your compiler, and open another class. In that class, the new class that you will open, I want you to create the main method. And from the main method, I want you to call this class like we did last week by using the keyword new. I'm going to type it in the chat box. New, do you remember this word? Right? I want you to call this class from the class that you will create, and I want to see some work being published on the discussion board. I'll give you 20 minutes for this task. Now, today I will take the register by looking at the contributions. Even if it's wrong, no problem. It's not an assessment. I want you to try, so in order for you to have a better understanding. Okay? Right, go. So open your program, start working. You copy it on the discussion board. I'm going to open a forum on the discussion board. Okay, on Blackboard, that's right, yeah. I'm going to, if you look on the left-hand side, there's a discussion board tab. Click on it. Now I'm going to create a forum. I'll call it bank account. I'll call it week 4 bank account. Okay, you go inside that. I'm going to create it now. I haven't created it. I'm going to create it now. You go there and post all your work. Okay, it is created now. I've created a forum on the discussion board. I want you to go there and post your work. Teacher, the last method in the bank account class is double get balance because I lost the connection. Yes, it is. Right, am I still sharing my desktop just a second? Can you see my window? Can you see my window? Okay, yeah, it is double get balance. Okay, double get balance. I'll try to make this bigger so you can copy it well. Well, the next class, I want you to write by yourself. Okay, how can I give this a font? mind. Can you see it? The last thing is just public double get balance and then return balance. Okay, and you close your class. I will give you 20 minutes. So yeah, I'll give 20 minutes and then I'll have a look at the answers and then I will work on the final on the actual class. And if you have a question, you can either raise your hand or type your question. No, we explained a bit of this, if you remember, in the class last time. But no worries. We will have implementation. I don't think we have it today. I don't think it comes with us. We can use it if you want to, but never mind. This will come with us quite often. So no worries just yet. Yeah. And now, yes, Saad. What I want you to do again, I want you to exactly do what I've just done now in the public class back account. Right, in your compiler, then I want you to create a name method or open a new class, create a name method in there, and call this class that's called bank account, call it from your main method. Is Mohammed? Mohammed? Zamil, can you hear me? You may have problem with microphone, so if you want to, you can type your message. No, Saad, I want output. I want output, which is why I said to you, do what I did in the code, bank account. You can copy it to your compiler and create the main class that has the main method. Okay, and I want you to generate an output and show us your output. Yes, Mohammed? Mohammed? I cannot hear you. If you can type your message, Mohammed, I think you probably have a problem with your mic. Can you guys see my desktop? Ahmed finished, excellent. Can you see my desktop? Can you see the BlueJ program? Yeah? It's okay, Mohammed. You can find it in the slides, but try not to look at the code after, because I want you to do that code. So far, there are only 3 contributions. Okay, I want to see more. Let us see the card. Very good, very good. The 3 contributions are good. The ones I've seen, and they are different. Like you can program in so many different ways, and the 3 people are good. So I want to see more. I'll give you another 5 minutes. I want to see more contributions. Okay, so let me, fortunately not many people contributed, only 5 out of the 23 people, 22 students that are here. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Okay, unfortunately only 6 contribution out of 22 students. Now again, this is a very bad sign, very bad sign. At the end of the day, you will be doing the examination and the assignment, okay? So if you want to pass this course, you need to work. I'm telling you, it's not as easy as you may think. It will get very hard, and the exams are not necessarily easy exams. The exams are a bit hard, so you have to work very hard. Now, again, so this, well, 6 contributions again, I can only teach you so much. The rest is your own work. Okay, so next time I want to see better contributions. Anyway, so let me then work, do the code myself. Right, I'll close this window. Okay, I'll create a main class of code bank account main. Okay, bank account main. And get rid of this. Okay, so say public class bank account main will open and close the class. Now, what do I do? What do I do? And by the way, the people who actually worked, they actually did a good job. The people who contributed, they did a good job. So I'm happy. I'm happy with them. Very good. I saw 6, 7 contributions. Very good. I'm happy. And they did it, and clearly they've done it in their own way as well. So I'm happy with them. So yeah, we'll start with the main method. Okay, we'll say public static void main string out. Okay. Now, after opening the main method, what do we do? Create an object. That's right. And more specific, we will be calling the other class. So we will be creating an object, that's correct, by calling the other class that was called bank account. So we'll say bank account the name of the previous class. We'll say my my account. I call my account. That's just an object, just a variable name we give for the object, if you wanted to. So we'll call it my account. It's an optional, and we use our keyword that's in new, and we'll call the constructor bank account. Okay, what I will do, I will only call the first constructor. I will not call the second one. Okay, we'll just do the second one. At least you saw the overloading of the second one, so we'll just leave it at that. But I will call the first one, and now let us deposit some money. Let us put some money into the account. The account now has zero balance. Okay, the account now has zero balance. But let's try to put some money in. So say, for example, so what do I type? What do I type to put some money in? Based on this example that I'm showing you now, what do I type to put some money in my account? Exactly, my account.deposit. Well done. So say my, it has to be exactly the same as written before. My account dot deposit. 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 So because now deposit is a method inside bank account. Now bank account has been given the name my account. So as if we're calling the child now. This is the father. This is the father. Now we're calling the child. So you're like, okay, then the father, that is this now. The father, okay, and we want the child of the father. We want the method, okay. We want the method. So say deposit, and now we just give any value that is an argument or a parameter. We'll give, for example, 10,000. Okay, 10. Oops, what's have we done? Okay, 10,000. Right now. We put money in. So if I say system dot out dot okay dot oh no, forget this. We have a return. Why do we have to write this? We have a return. So if I say oh yeah, of course. So we'll type. We have system dot out dot print line. Okay, and obviously we'll call the balance, so we'll say my account dot get balance, which means that which says like print whatever inside this method. Okay, print whatever inside this method. Let's see what happens. So we'll compile. We have no error. So we'll just close this. We'll go. Can you see the connection now? Can you see the arrow between these two classes? Okay. Right. So we have a relationship. So let's compile. There we go. 10,000. And can you see? Although we put a whole number, whole number, still Java gave us a decimal point. Why? Because we declared it as double. Okay, yes, we declared it as double, so Java will give us by default the decimal place. Okay, so let's close this and go back and let's withdraw some money. Okay, let's take some money out. Just what I want to do, I want to clear the previous. Okay, I want to clear the previous work we did by saying system out dot print file systems print line, and we have all of these, and we say so backslash think I forgot anyway. 000. See, I think this is the way it goes. Can't remember now. Anyway, compile my show. Okay, that's fine. Right. So let us take some money out. We'll say my account dot withdraw, and we'll withdraw some money. We'll withdraw, for example, 4,500.96. Okay, let's see what happens. So we'll compile. Oh, okay, I forgot the semicolon. Clearly. See, I got an error. Compile. Okay, I have no syntax error now. So we'll go back and see what happens. Here we go. Right, so Java worked this out. How did Java know that the amount is 5,499.04? It's via the set methods, right? Because in the set methods, we set the values. In the set methods, we set the mathematical equations that will work this for us. Okay? Is this easy? Yeah, easy enough, I hope. Easy enough, I hope. Excellent. Okay, so this is how you work this program. I really hope that you guys start doing some effort on your own time, because again, if we pass by any week and you still have a problem with the week, you will have problems later, especially when it comes to the examination. So make sure that you understand well. And the good news is that you have a holiday from next week. So if you still have a problem with this subject or any other subject, if you do have any problem with any course, it is your chance to try to catch up. You have a good holiday, so it's a good time to catch up. So make sure that when you come back from the holiday, that you understand all the topics that you've taken so far in all your courses. This is just a friendly advice. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to stay here for another 5 minutes. If anyone has a question or a discussion, please ask some. Explicit method. We will talk about the explicit method a lot. Okay, so they will come to us a lot. The implicit method. We will talk about them a lot when we invoke methods. So this will come with us a lot. This dot whatever. It will come with us a lot. I will probably give you, obviously, I will give you more complex example and more complex work to work. So this will come with us. Okay, welcome. Yeah, I've taken the register. If you want to leave, you can leave. If you have a question, you can stay and ask. Actually, good point. I forgot, Mahmoud. Good point. I forgot to mention this. No, I want the source code. Plus, I want actually two files, the actual source code, and you copy your source code plus the output in a Word document. Thank you for reminding me. I will send an announcement in this. So yeah, I want both files. Thank you. I forgot to mention this. I want both two files. The first one that has the source code totally, and another file that's a Word file that has the answer to the questions plus the output, the source code typed or copied to the Word document and the screenshot of the answer. Okay, so I want everything. I will send an announcement hopefully tonight. Not just Word. I said both. Yeah, Word plus the source code. Okay, plus the actual Java source code. Okay, guys, it's almost time, so we'll talk there. Oh, there's a question here. Oh, yes, that's right, I said, yes. In some cases, just the questions, the questions that you have at the beginning, some of them, they assume that there are names, so just answer the questions, okay? So, yeah, consider there is a name. Okay, guys, we'll call it today now. Time is over now. So if you have further questions, you can email me, and I'll see you. And have a good holiday. See you after the holiday, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.